Hello and welcome to another Maximum Power video. I'm Paul. Today it's just going to be a little bit of a recent pickups video. Car boot season is upon us once again, and I've managed to get a few things today, and as well as that, the usual trips to the likes of CEX and whatnot. I've obviously added to my collection. The downside is totally running out of space. So yeah, I definitely need to do something about that, because usually I just be concentrating on Super Nintendo stuff, but I've been picking up a lot of original Xbox games because at the moment they're so stupidly cheap. You can get so many bargains for that Xbox and PlayStation 2 generation now. Obviously that's where, you know, the collectors haven't really started targeting just yet. So this is a perfect time to, you know, get involved and start, you know, getting some really good games. But anyway, so I'm just basically going to go straight into this. And then obviously just give you a quick update just on the show and everything like that. So I've been picking up a few PS2 as well. Now, some of these I picked up today on the car boot, some are from the other week. And again, on average, it's only like about, £1 a game, so it's not too bad at all. Now, I did pick up God of War 2. Now, it is quite a dirty case, it needs a bit of a clean. That's why baby wipes come in handy, especially if you're getting things on the car boot as well, because some of them, don't know how they get so dirty. But God of War 2, absolutely fantastic game. I really like the series, and I thought it was a game that I already had. And again, complete with instructions. However, it wasn't the case. There's so many times I've seen God of War 1 and 2 knocking about cheap, not picked them up, and when I was starting through my PS2 games the other week, it was like, right, I definitely need to pick that up. For some reason I was getting mixed up with things like, I couldn't remember if it was both Kingdom Hearts games I had on PS2 or both God of War, and yes, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 I've got in the collection. I know it's totally different genres, I just knew there was a series of games where there was two of them on PS2. Anyway, I'm babbling. So, next up, we have got, again, this was £1, Crash of the Titans on PS2. Now, obviously the PS1 Crash Bandicoot games are, you know, where it's at really. They're about to do the remastered trilogy on PS4. But this one comes again with discs and instructions, and it comes with a bonus DVD, this, and yeah, quite nice. I don't know what's on the DVD. It doesn't actually say anything about it, you know, in the instructions or anything like that, so I don't know if it's just a video maybe with tips or something like that. I should have actually checked it out before doing this video, but you know, you live and learn. Now, the other thing is, picked up today, 50p, and this is Tomb Raider Underworld. Now, I've never actually played this one. At the moment, I'm currently playing Rise of the Tomb Raider on PS4, which I really like. Now, with the Tomb Raider games, when I was a teenager, I was a kid then. Well, when the original Tomb Raider came out on PS1, it's a game that I owned. Didn't really get into it that much. Wasn't really mad on that genre game at the time. I was more just into like me RPGs. And then when they redid Tomb Raider and it got relaunched a few years ago, I was really impressed, and I'm really enjoying Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I thought, right, I'll pick this up because it came out 360 as well. So this must be a relatively late game, you know, to get a PS2 release as well as the next generation. But again, complete with instructions, and I think it's in good condition. Yeah, a few marks, but not too bad. So yeah, I've never actually played this one, but it does look, you know, quite nice. So more of a recent one before the relaunch. The one I picked up, again, 50p, just Madagascar. Obviously based on the animation film. Really nice condition though. So a little activation card there. So it's like well being looked after. Again, I know it's not like everyone's cup of tea, but I just think it's always good to, you know, pick. God, like it looks like brand new. You know, it's like not a mark on that disc. But yeah, I just thought for that price, it's, the case would be worth, that if your case ever needed a platinum case. But, probably give it a quick whirl. Now, the other one that I got today was Ratchet & Clank 3. Now, this has got the older Game Station sticker on. I remember stickering those up myself back in the day. This one didn't come with instructions, but I think it was £1. And yeah, it's quite funny with Ratchet & Clank, because I'd never really given the series much of a try, and it was only when they redid the first one on PS4 that I really enjoyed that. So I thought, if I ever see the others, at a good price on PS2, pick them up, and for £1 you can't go wrong. Now, the other thing I picked up again on PS2 was this was off CX website for a couple of £. Now, got this, I remember it coming out and it didn't really sell that well. Rumble Roses on the PlayStation 2, done by Konami. So I'm into my wrestling games, and obviously like women's wrestling. So what we've got, I'll take out the receipt, otherwise it's got my address planted all over it. So yeah, you could send me a hate mail saying I hate Superplay, for example, and I definitely don't want that. So yeah, with Rumble Roses, absolutely stereotypical, cliched women wrestling. This came out around the same time, you got all the bra and panties matches in WWE, so I think they knew they were onto a good thing there. Not got on to trying it yet. I only came through the door the other day, because I did order a few things off CX, including a very battered version of R-Type 3 cart only, which is now being returned and refunded, luckily, because £45 for a cart that looked absolutely fucked, just to put it bluntly, isn't good. And even when the staff at CX are looking at it going, you've got problems, Anyway, I'm going to go on to, I've just got one more PlayStation 2 pickup, which I'm just going to link in a moment. Now, the other thing I picked up, this is on, again, the car boot. So, Tatsunoko, I can't even say it. Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Now, this is one that Phil's mentioned a lot on the show. Again, complete instructions, mint condition. Okay, again, disc, really looked after. Now, like I say, this was a tenner, so we're talking like quite a bit, but still a bargain for what it is. And it looks like brand new, the instructions still feel new and everything like that. But I know if you get it in CX or on eBay, you are going to be paying more, and it is just, well, you've seen it less and less, but it's been quite funny, because since Phil mentioned this on the Hidden Gems episode that we did ages ago, more and more people are going, yeah, I'll try that out, really like it. So definitely worth picking up, Capcom Fighter. Now, the other one I'm just going to mention, and lead into what I was saying, was I also picked up, and I can't believe it, like yesterday, picked up just some local game shop, Project Zero. And this is a game that I played a little bit on PS2 when it came out years ago, and I was like, yeah, okay, give that a try. Never really got round to getting too involved with it. Same with things like Forbidden Siren. When we did the Halloween episode, about a year and a half ago now, I think it got a very brief mention, but not a series that I spent too much time with. So I thought, right, go on, I'll pick it up. I do want to give it a try, but as on the last video, I've got 10 other games to really get involved with first. So this is just going to be on the shelf ready. But original Xbox game, and as I said, I am building up a collection. And also you've got the old original game receipt there. Now, there's no way that that's showing up on camera, but whoever took this back on the 15th of May 2003 to Wigan Game, they took back a game called Freelancer on PC and got back $34.99. with the 10-day returns. I remember when Game used to do that. We used to go, if you don't like the game, bring it back after 10 days. We'll exchange it. Obviously, with their finances now, that's probably why we just stopped doing that. But anyway, so they then got Project Zero on the Xbox at $39.99 and paid an extra $5 in cash. Anyway, bit of a pointless story there. I just find it exciting when I see like old receipts in boxes, like my SimCity that I got on SNES. It's got the original Virgin Megastore receipt from I think 1992, and I can't remember where we bought it, down south somewhere. Anyway, but yeah, when I found Project Zero yesterday, I was like so happy. But then on the car boot today, managed to find Project Zero on PS2 for 50p. So I was like, hey, okay, I'm gonna get it. Probably trade it in or something, because I don't think I'm going to collect the rest of the series. Disc well looked after and everything like that. I don't know if there's a difference between the Xbox and the PS2 version, apart from the cover art. But yeah, it's just funny how I saw it again. You know, it was quite an early release actually. Looking at that, but yeah, it's something I will give a proper go. Anyway, just moving on to the last few pickups, we have got quite a lot of original Xbox. So I said the collection is growing, and because you get them for pence. Today I've seen absolutely loads of them on the car boot for 50p each, quid max. I'm seeing a shed load of 360 stuff as well, but don't collect 360, and it's not really a console I'm really ever, you know, liked. But I picked up today this game called Reckless for Yakuza missions. Now this came out on PS2 and GameCube as well. There's another podcast to listen to, I'm sure we mentioned this recently. So I don't know what bit of a mixture of Burnout is it or something, and I don't know. Give it a try, I suppose. I don't know what it's like, but I suppose it's going to be on the list. And then another one is more of an RPG adventure type game, and this is a game called Nightcaster, exclusive to Xbox. I find it quite interesting, you know, trying to see how good some of your exclusive Xbox games are. It's got an old gift aid sticker on the back. This was a quid off a stall. As said, never actually tried it, but complete and everything like that. Worth at least having a look. And then again for a quid, and I played the first one of this series when I had my Xbox first time round, Kingdom Under Fire. So I think a bit more of an action type game. So this is Kingdom Under Fire, The Crusaders. Again, quid, exclusive to Xbox. But yeah, I'm hoping that'll be okay, because I seem to remember enjoying that Kingdom Under Fire. Now, next up was, and some of these just being bought quite cheap, these ones were a quid each. We've got Project Gotham Racing. So Project Gotham, a series I've never actually played, but yeah, I know it's meant to be alright, you know, for street racing. See, I know you can get the second one as well, which I've not got just yet, but mate Lee picked that up today. And then this one, I didn't realise this was exclusive to Xbox, Thief Deadly Shadows. Now, I know they did a Thief game on PS4 and Xbox One, you know, quite an early title. I remember this coming out again when I worked at Game Station, so all these from like 2004, 2005 time. I don't really know too much about it. I know it's a series that had been going quite a long time, even before this came out, and that's like 10 years, well, God, about 12 years old now. But yeah, for a quid, I think it's always worth just picking them up, really, you know, because it's not like the 10 a penny sports games, you know, FIFAs and whatnot. Next up is a few that I got off CX website when I ordered the R-Type 3. First up, not really much to say about it, but for 50p, Chat Manager 0203. Now, at the time, I didn't really have a decent PC, so for this to come out on Xbox was absolutely fantastic. Again, complete. I was playing this quite a bit last night. anyone who's a fan of Champ Manager or Football Manager knows how many hours you can sink into that game before you realise it's 4 a.m. in the morning and you're thinking, oh God, I've got work in a few hours. Oh well, I suppose I could bring in sick, but anyway, you know, it's just great playing it again. You know, so many great memories, and then just trying to remember who the best, like, you know, cheap players are. You know, about turning to superstars. Okay, then we have got a game which I've owned a couple of times, but still never ever played it. It is Galleon. So this one was 75p. Again, was it exclusive to Xbox? No, I think it came out on PC as well. Okay, so yeah, I've never actually played it. Don't know what you guys think of it. If it's worth picking up, well, for 75p, you can barely get a can of Coke for that. Now, another one is Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. I played this a little bit when it came out. Not bad. But again, I've not played it for a very long time, so I think this is about 2004. And I've featured it in the last ever issue of CVG. So yeah, about late 2004. I think that was about 50p. And then lastly is Narc. Now, obviously I remember Narc, again, done by Midway, on the arcade, you know, and also like home computers and stuff. So I don't know what this plays like, you know, nowadays. Well, I say nowadays, you know, like, I seem to remember it, but never played it. So I don't know if anyone's actually played Narc before, this version of Narc. It's quite funny though when they relaunch an old, you know, classic game. It's like when we did Final Fight Streetwise, which, yeah, I know everyone says it's really crap. I don't think it's awful, but it could be a lot better. But yeah, so lots and lots to get on there. And finally, the other thing I've had as a pickup is, well, I say a pickup, delivered through the door, the new issue of Hyperplay fanzine. So that's done by Kinkle and his team. Obviously, we had him on the show when we did the RPG episode, and this is now the 3rd issue that I've been waiting for absolutely ages. So I know he's was selling it at the London Video Games Market at the start of this month, being April 2017, and I know it was really, really popular. So what I just want to quickly do is basically, I know he's re-released the first issue in full colour, because now he's doing the fanzine. It's cost a little bit more, but only by about a quid, I think, max, might even be 50p. There's a £5 basically to have it delivered as well, and it's well worth it because now it's in full colour. So we're going back a couple of years here, but then when you have a look at the original one, which was still really good, don't get me wrong, I've mentioned this before on the channel, you know, and loads of text, you know, he put so much in it, really, really does. But obviously there, we're going back a couple of years, almost, with issue 0, and then did issue 1, and again, like I said, that's now released in full colour, you know, so he's still doing like articles on like how to win big on eBay and stuff. And then the second one came with the little Terranigma hand-drawn poster, if you ordered it early enough, and then that's the one which came with the Will Overton artwork, you know, which I was a massive, massive fan of. And it was like the full colour cover, obviously, and inside, you know, you still had like really nice layout. Thing is with this fanzine, anyone who has read it or bought it, you know, I'll see how much work goes into it, but also how it's just full of stuff. Now, obviously, if you're not into RPG games, it might not really be your cup of tea, but as I said before, if you loved Superplay and a fan of RPGs, you're going to like this. Now, just having a quick flip through that one. So this is a new one. The paper now, I'm going to sound really weird saying this, a bit sad. The paper's really, really improved. You know, it's dead glossy now and everything like that. And he's done the entire fanzine in colour. So like even when you've got things like massive reviews and specials, so this one is Xenogears, like a massive review and feature on it. You know, you see like all the God, that looks actually really good. You know, from a distance, seeing the pictures in the background. Sorry about it, because I've only ever really seen it really close up, but obviously when I'm holding it to the camera, I can see the picture a lot clearer. And then you've got like a load of other RPG reviews at the back that, you know, fans for fanzine have wrote in with. So Legend of Dragoon, a game that I do remember, and I know it's cost an arm and a leg now. And then is obviously a few other RPG reviews and a couple of game book reviews and magazines. So yeah, again, the hyperplayrpg.com, I think it is off the top of my head. But again, you can follow hyperplayrpg on Twitter. And yeah, it charges a £5 for that. But yeah, I do want to get stuck into it and you know, see what people have been saying in the so I'm just popping them back on my shelf there. What people have been saying, you know, like in these reviews, it's just fantastic just to get those viewpoints, because some of them, especially with like this being a PlayStation special, because with the original PlayStation there was a lot of RPGs, but we got some over in the UK, but quite a lot that we didn't. And the other thing is, so many of them were just like rare as rocking horse shit, you know, even though we did get a PAL release, and obviously behold the value, and just keeps going up and up and up. Anyway, that's all for the pickups. All I want to just quickly say, very quick plug. Everyone who's downloaded our latest episode, Super Nintendo, with me, Julian and Alex, massive thank you. Doing great numbers. Again, we're getting loads and loads of votes coming in for the Maximum Power Up Top 50. You've got till the end of this month, and then I'm going to be basically spending the first week of May starting to compile all the numbers and everything like that and get everything in order. And then we need to sit down as a team and decide who's recording what. And then, you know, they'll be going out for our June episodes. We are going to be having a bit of a shake-up because we were going to be doing the second episode this month on the Super Nintendo, but a few things have come up, so we've had to have a little bit of a mix. And we will be covering more Super Nintendo, but it does look like it's sadly going to be next month now. So I will end up doing another Super Nintendo video on here within the next week or so. But what basically me and Julian have done is another episode for a topic that we both absolutely love, but more on that in about a week's time, because it'll be about a fortnight till that's out. But hopefully you'll still enjoy it as much as we have recording it. But yeah, that is absolutely everything. Again, keep listening to the show. Please comment on my videos. You know, love them, hate them, thoughts on games. You know, tell me what to try out of them. But some people say I should play everything you buy. But I just know full well that I'll be back on Champ Manager in a bit. Yeah, and I've still got those 10 to play as well. But anyway, as we've said before, that's what happens when you're a games collector. You just keep buying and don't really go on that much. But yeah, that is absolutely everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.